Welcome Virgo, I'm Rosa, and this is Purple LunaRose Tarot. Welcome back Virgo, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you'd like to join our tribe, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright Virgo, this is going to be for the week of March 1st through March 6th of 2022. We do have the new moon in Pisces on March 2nd. This new moon is going to be very significant as it is the last new moon of our zodiac calendar. This new moon is also aligned with lucky planet Jupiter. So remember Virgo, as you're setting new intentions with this new moon, to look out for lucky breaks coming your way from Jupiter. All right, Virgo, let's jump right in. I'm going to use the Power of Love activation cards for our energy of the week. I've been using these for the lives that we do on the 4 elements each week. Definitely have become a big hit very quickly. Virgo, you have priorities. It says you understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So Virgo is definitely getting their priorities in line. I feel like it was Scorpio. Scorpio also might have gotten priorities. Transformation is on the bottom. You use your power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. I feel like that's what's happened. Virgos definitely became aware of a situation and has definitely adjusted their priorities. All right, Virgo, we're going to use Rider-Waite to clarify. Let's see if we can figure out why you've made these adjustments. What is it you become aware of? So we have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is about anxiety. We have the 4 of Swords, needing rest, needing to heal. And the 8 of Pentacles definitely has something to do with work, Virgo. I feel like you definitely... So the 8 of Cups is on the bottom. 8 of Cups is about walking towards your path or getting on your path, moving forward in your path. I feel like it's very possible that you were stuck in some sort of stagnant energy. Definitely could have caused this 9 of Swords energy. I feel like as Pluto did the return, definitely brought death and transformation to certain situations. And I feel like that's where you became aware of the situation. I feel like it could definitely have something to do with health or just needing to take a break, needing to rest. I feel like it's very possible, Virgo, that you work really hard physically at your job. And I think Spirit is trying to say that you need to put that effort that you're putting into your work, into your health. All right, Virgo, we're going to use the Heal Yourself reading cards next. Let's see if we can find what is the challenge or obstacle with the situation for Virgo. We have Inner Child. Inner child is actually about abandonment and rejection issues. So the health concern that I've seen doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a physical health concern. It definitely could be something that's in the mind, especially with this 9 of Swords here. This could be about like depression. It's like Virgo, it's very possible that you started to take your mental health and moved your mental health into a priority. All right, let's look at lesson learned that can help you with this challenge or obstacle. We have victim consciousness coming out. I swear I felt like that was 2 cards. For some of you, Virgo, you are a victim of something. Something definitely has happened to you. But you're trying to learn how to get out of that victim mode, like out of that survivor mode. Is definitely what I feel like, and I feel like this is actually happening right now. I know this is supposed to be lesson learned that can help you. The lesson learned could be that you know to stay positive, you know to not tell yourself negative things, you know not to tell yourself that you're unlucky or that you're a victim, or you know I'm trying to say, like, you want to stay positive. You are a being of light. You are a wonderful, vibrant person. Virgo is all about helping the people. Virgos are very strong in their family. They're very family oriented. They're usually really Virgos can be definitely very good parents, taking care of their children for long times, right? Like not just when they're young. So you want to remind yourself of those positive things. But I do think you are healing from some sort of like something bad happened to you, most likely when you were a child or in your younger age. And you feel like it's just it's held on to you. It's like attached to you in some way, and you can't like discard it. It's just always going to be there with you. And that's not the case. I feel like that's what you're actually learning right now. The priorities card said, you understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So just wanted to read that one more time. Outcome. Ooh, we have sexual arts, number 33, Virgo. And on the bottom is 3 dreams. So the 3s are definitely sticking out to me. Like you could be seeing a lot of 3s. But I feel like dreams is actually having, like chasing your dreams or going after your dreams. I feel like you don't, because you are healing from this abandonment and rejection, inner child wounds. This definitely could come from like parents, something like that. But sexual arts coming out, it tells me, one, that you're learning to be vulnerable with others. So that's interesting, Virgo. But it also tells me that you're learning that intimacy doesn't have to be sex. Like you're learning how to be intimate with others. So that's super interesting too. This could be actually about like self-care. Like maybe you learned that you need to take care of this inner child. We all have an inner child. And so I feel like there's definitely like you've started like self-care, self-love. You've moved that up into a priority in some way. Definitely could have something to do with like maybe just resting more, maybe taking more breaks at work. Maybe, you know, I feel like it's definitely something to do with like mental health, behavioral health, something like that. Maybe seeing a therapist, anything like that, definitely. All right, so I'm going to use Llewellyn Tarot. And let's look at the inner child. What inner child healing are you doing? Why is it a challenge or obstacle? Okay. All right, so the first card to come out was the Ten of Cups. Has something to do with a family, because Ten of Cups is happy home, happy family. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is about independence, being strong and confident in your own abilities. And then the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something too tightly because you feel like you're never going to have more of it. So the Four of Pentacles, people always say that you need to release and let go. And that is true. But I just want to explain to you, Virgo, that the reason you hold on to it so tightly is because you feel like that's all there is. And that definitely could have something to do with that victim consciousness. In fact, I'm just going to move that right over. We normally do 2 and 2, and I feel like that's exactly how it's supposed to go. There's something about your own independence, your own confidence in your own abilities that has something to do with what happened to you as a child in your family life, clearly. All right, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, holding on to something too tightly. You feel like there's never going to be more, there's never going to be better, and that definitely could be why you're in this, like, I'm unlucky, things don't come in for me type of energy. And I just want to say, manifestation is on the card, and it says you understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Five of Swords is actually about fights, arguments, disagreements. 2 people could be fighting, 2 people could be walking away. Just say you come out on top of the situation, but it says it cost you something. You're definitely having to fight for something. 5 of Swords is also about change. 4, 5. So I do feel like you're building up to some sort of big change. Let's look at sexual arts. You have Page of Cups. Again, okay, so Page of Cups is forgiveness. It is like a small offer, but it's like someone needs to offer forgiveness. I feel like this is you. Like, I know that sexual art says that you become more vulnerable with other people. You learn to be intimate with other people, and not intimate like you're not just going around having sex with other people. Intimacy is not always sex, guys. But I definitely feel like you're learning. This could be for someone who feels like they've always been with one person and they just can't be with someone else. I feel like that it's very possible that you're learning that you can. And someone could have even offered you like their cup of love, their cup of emotion because of the Page of Cups. But here's what I'm going to say. The Page of Cups is also about forgiveness. And I feel like when I turn this card over, this was definitely about like you nurturing yourself. I don't want to say like you being intimate. Like, I feel like that case is going to get so distorted. So I'm just going to say like you being kind to yourself, you offering yourself like self-care, self-love, that type of thing. You're definitely learning to be like kinder, gentler to yourself, that type of thing. All right, let's look at Page of Cups. You have to be so careful how you say things in these videos. All right, so look at that, the Magician. I knew that manifestation was coming out. On the bottom is the Death card, Death, Transformation. I just want to say that Pluto, this card does represent Pluto, and Pluto did just have the return, and Pluto's return means that, Virgo, any stagnant or old energy that's no longer serving your greater good, you're going to break free from. The Magician is strong Cancer energy, but the Magician, I just want to say the Magician is the only major arcana that came out. Yep, we have the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Magician. Over here, the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. The Magician is literally the only card, and then the Death card was on the bottom. So yeah, 2 major arcanas. That's super weird. Okay, so anyway, the Magician is so I feel like it's very possible that nothing really big happens this week. You're kind of just like holding on to this energy, and then something comes in with this Page of Cups at the end, and it's definitely something that you've manifested, something you've created. It's definitely going to have something to do with intimacy, and it's definitely going to have something to do with love. It's also, I believe, something that you've been dreaming about or dreaming for. Alright, Virgo, we're going to do guidance next. This is going to be for you from Spirit about the situation. Face Your Challenges came out. Face Your Challenges shows this man at the end of one side of the bridge. Archangel Uriel came out. And Gratitude. So Face Your Challenges shows this man at the end of this bridge, and it shows this angel over him, and it says that you have to cross this bridge. You have to be brave enough and courageous to cross this bridge, but you also need to have faith that Spirit has your back. Spirit's not going to let you just drop. But I feel like you're definitely really scared to take some sort of big move. It's like you're trying to ignore it. That's why it's saying face your challenges. Like, don't sweep your challenges under the rug. Archangel Uriel is the fire of God. Archangel Uriel comes when you need a fire lit underneath you, literally. And that definitely could be what's happening here. 15 and 5. And then Gratitude comes out for 36. Gratitude is very much about awakening. You see that light above her? It's very much about... the violet is definitely sticking out to me. Someone could be on a twin journey. That could be what you manifested. Super interesting. But yeah, like living in gratitude. This is more, again, about that, like being kind to yourself, right? Being kind to others. But when you're living in gratitude, it's like you're saying, I understand that I went through these challenges, and I understand I went through this difficult situation, but I'm still grateful for it because it made me the person I am today. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what you're working into. So there is definitely something big happening here. And at the end of the week, there's definitely some big manifestation that you get to come in, and you're definitely going to be in that gratitude feeling because this thing is coming down towards you. So that's super, super interesting. Alright, Virgo, I'm going to close it out with a Moonology Oracle, and this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I don't feel like it's actually a very emotional week for you. I think you're actually just really in your thoughts. I think, Virgo, you've actually been hiding your emotions from people, maybe trying to portray that like something's not bothered you as much as it has. Something like that. But I do feel like you're very much in your thoughts, and even could be experiencing some type of like depression. You could be reaching out to someone, a therapist, a counselor, definitely. Especially that Face Your Challenges, yeah. Alright, so Archangel Uriel comes out when like it literally just light a spark underneath you and get you going. So I feel like you're going to feel that this week, probably midweek. But whatever comes from that, you're definitely having gratitude, definitely bringing in a manifestation. First card we have, it says, don't let your past hold you back. It's the South Node. Expect powerful changes. It's new moon eclipse. I definitely sense that. And a time to give rather than take. Look at that. New moon in Virgo. Virgo, don't forget the new moon in Pisces, March 2nd. Set those powerful intentions. And I'm telling you, something really lucky is coming from this part of the week to this part of the week. Super interesting. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Virgo. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe.